to get to the place where now, is it at this time, were you in a relationship or it's just somebody you bumped into, was it like your true love, or how did you meet your
I would say we met while we were kids. We were first lovers.
or childhood friend?
Yeah.
Ah.
We grew up together. We learned in the same boarding school.
What?
Yeah, so it's someone I know, and I don't feel like talking about him most of the time because when he's talking about me to other people, I'm always the bad person. And when I talk about it, he'll say I'm looking for clout. I'm clout chasing.
Because even for me, I was like, hey, I know I've invited her for the podcast, but me, I didn't know about these other things that are happening. So now, is it really a good idea if I should still host on the podcast? Because maybe she seems like she has quite a lot on her plate. But, and even if you notice, I didn't invite you because of that drama.
Yeah, it was something we talked about before.
Yeah.
And I was always maybe busy or
exactly.
I'm taking a rest from work.
But I had just seen you like from during COVID, like when you're doing like just small short dances and everything. So I was like, I hope maybe once like, it opens outside, I can get to still like kind of host her. So I've been following you for a while.
I've been following. I've been unboxing and shit. I've been
always there. I'm trying. I'm out here.
No, it's a good thing.
Okay, so now backtrack to still like, you guys are in a good relationship or kind of like maybe friendship. Because if you're kids, you're just kids and, you just have like maybe a crush on someone or something. And then fast forward, when did you decide like, okay, to make it like official, like, okay, we're a couple?
He would make sure you let me know I'm just a situationship. And then he would be like, you're not dating anyone else. You're mine, you know? That kind of a thing. I was a kid. I'm so in love with someone and shit. So it was, I don't think we had something official, but we were together back and forth for 9 years.
9 years?
Yeah, back and forth. I was just stupid.
No. You know what they say about like such relationships that are that long? Like it would be a waste of time if somebody tries to date you because you'll still go back to your baby daddy.
No, I can't.
No, relax. First of all, fix your face. You don't need to get angry at me. I can't.
I just said no. That would be the last option I would have in the world.
Okay. To actually go back to.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. And then now, of course, you're in a relationship, situationship, the way you've said. But I'm just trying to think, and I don't know, maybe if you're too young, because at times it's kind of hard to process some things and understand. That's why I'm always saying, like, it's so interesting because even on my podcast, I talk to so many women, but I still don't understand them, by the way. Because
understanding a woman is hard.
It's very tricky.
I can't understand some of my friends. And I'm always like, hey.
No. Okay,
just do you.
So now, if somebody has already told you, and I'm saying like even maybe I'm young, that okay, it's just understand it's just a situationship and we can't make it official. Is there any reason why you just feel like you should still hang around, not see or pursue anybody else? Because you're a pretty girl, you know that, right?
Do you see the problem of...
You know that part where you're pretty, right?
I'm pretty, thank you.
Oh, okay.
You see, the problem is when you're listening to something and you don't want to hear it. You want to tell your mind it's not that. I want them to see it in another way. And along the way, that's when I learned the difference. Jesus of Nazareth.
The difference.
The difference between wasting time and patience. The only thing I did, I wasted my time. And I made decisions because I was young and I was naive and I was afraid of something that happened, and it has happened. I didn't know how I would face it, but I faced it.
What were you afraid of?
Having the kid without a proper family and having to fight back and forth for that. And it got to a point where I gave up.
Okay, before we get to that. So situationship, but how do you find out that you're actually pregnant? And
we were having back and forth. So we would meet
just
up.
The situation.
Yeah,
okay.
We would find time, meet up, nini. So, the body changes. The first month I was like, I'm pregnant. that's when he told me, go and abort it. Cannot be a mother. You'll never make a good mother, and you'll never have kids.
He's saying that. Are you making it up? I'm exaggerating.
He's saying it because the friends were saying it. I guess you've seen me post everything there because I haven't talked about it in like 6 years. So I got to a point whereby why do I need to keep being silent over someone who is not silent?
Okay, hold on. We'll get to that part because I know I can see you clearly can't wait to get there.
I just
I will. Don't worry, we'll get there.
Yeah.
But I'm just taking it step by step, right? So, tell him you're pregnant. He doesn't want you to keep the baby.
Yeah.
Basically, just telling you like he doesn't think you'll be a suitable like mother.
Yeah.
But when he's saying that, and you're still going on with the pregnancy, you said on your live it's because you didn't want to abort, or you just thought
I was afraid
of
aborting. When I was in high school, I had made a promise to my first best friend. Her name is Wamboi. I told her if I ever get pregnant, I don't care what situation I'll be, and it's my first pregnancy, I'll have to keep it. Because I don't know what happens after that. You don't understand a human body.
Yeah.
So I was like, I won't do it because I'm afraid. But if fast forward I was given a chance, and maybe I have this kind of mentality back then, I would have done it. I would have listened.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have listened.
Okay. So now it gets to a point now, maybe a couple of months down the line before you now give birth to the baby. During that entire process, who's taking care of you, and is he involved or no?
He wasn't.
At all? Like maybe just saying once in a while?
Have you seen an narcissistic person? He would call after the first month he told me to abort it, he texted me when the pregnancy was 3 months and a half. The high farm. And I was like, who is farm? I was mad. I was mad.
Your farm. Hi, farm.
Who is farm? And I was like, hi, I'm sorry, shit happened. He explained. And I was like, you've been my first love, so I can listen. He ghosted me again until the pregnancy was like 7 months. He said hi again. He explained, I listened. He ghosted me again. He came to see the kid when the kid was 6 months old. Yeah. And that is after I myself took the kid to his parents to say hi because they knew about it.
Oh, because you guys have always been like kind of together.
Yeah, they've known me and they've always known we were together. Okay,
were you giving, like I said, like just because I don't want to miss like any step. Who was taking care of you, like when you were?
My dad and my mom.
So you were, you said now
you're back home.
Now you're back at home.
Yeah.
They're taking care of you and everything until you give birth.
Yeah.
Was the process scary for you personally? Like, how was it? Because, the craziest part, and even, I don't know if you girls like talk when you're together and you have friends who are like probably young. They look at you and they can't picture you as a mother. Like, do they ask you those questions?
Yeah,
like, hey, how was it by the way? Is it scary? Because you've already gone through it.
The pregnancy part is fine. You eat what you want. You do what you want. I don't get the notion of I hate a person because of this. I didn't have that, but sometimes it's there.
Yeah.
But the only scary part was I had a big baby for my body.
How many kgs?
3.6. And I was way smaller than this.
And normally it's like 2 point something,
2.
right?
2.8, not less than 2.5. She will be way too small.
2.5 or something there.
Yeah. So I had a 3.6 kg with a smaller body. I was way smaller than this.
How much smaller can you be than this?
I was so small. I was so small.
So people could see you're skinny and then you have like a big...
That's why my dad was like, I'll pay a CS for you so that you don't have to go through all that. And I was afraid of the CS because of what they say, Nini. It's our process.
They say about
CS, you have some layers of them.
I've told like they remove
layers of meat. Before you get to the uterus, there's some layers. You cut the first layer, the second now. You shall know the first one, the second one, and the third one. So CS, it's kind of scary. And I I congratulate any mother who has done CS.
And peer recovery process is not easy.
It's not
Takes a
easy
while.
at all.
Mm.
You see, for a normal birth, in 2 weeks you could be okay if you're doing all the necessary things.
So yours was natural.
Yeah, it was
You
natural,
pushed.
but it was not natural. I had induced labor and assisted push because the baby could not get out, and the umbilical cord was blocking her neck. It was tough. It was tough.
Was it a long process?
It was. Yeah, giving birth is
Painful?
Yeah.
Mm.
Actually, let me say the painful
I know it's painful, but for you, like, how did you handle it?
The painful part is the labor.
So
when
now
the baby start coming, you don't even know, you don't even understand. You're just there. But now when my baby started coming after the induced labor, she was like 40 plus weeks. It was an extended time, so the doctors were like,
so the time was due already.
Yeah, so I had the induced labor times twice because the baby was not coming. I have no labor. I'm just there. I'm just chilling, waiting for the baby.
Okay.
So I had 4 docs: the main doctor, the midwife, 2 midwives, and someone who was assisting me with the water because I was done. I was just giving up. As in, you get
already like,
me, I'm done. Just do whatever you can to get the baby out because I can't anymore. So I had like cut like twice on both sides, and then the one nurse the hand was here, the other one the other hand was here. So they were like,
so they're assisting you to push
because the baby is not coming out and the umbilical cord is on the neck
of the kid.
Yeah, and I'm exhausted. I've been happy. I had like. The induced labor was induced at 6 a.m. in the morning. It's 7 p.m. in the evening, and I have nothing. So they induced again at 7. So I was there fighting for my life. So they assisted me. They were like, now, if you don't push and get the baby out, we'll have to stitch you back. Then we'll take you to CS. And I was like, no.
Because now that's too much.
I told them, no, I can't have that. We have to push. We have to. So they were like, now we push it twice, and the first time and then the second time the baby was out.
They're pushing you
from here. So this part of the hand is on the top of the pregnancy.
The elbow.
Yeah, here is here, and then the other one is here. 2 people.
Wait, so that's not painful?
No, it's not.
I'm at that time even pain to you is just.
I'm telling you, the painful part of pregnancy is the labor.
When they induce, or
a normal labor is not as an induced one.
Or it's just supposed to be like
a normal one is a normal one. But you see, induced is like having 1,000,000 degrees cramps. You can't even move.
Yeah.
You can't even move because you have it here. The more a drop gets in, the more it's getting intense. So you have to stay on one place.
And now you're just feeling it like
the whole body. Yeah. And you can't move. So I had it twice. So I was there like, oh, okay, Jesus, I don't want this again.
Okay, so the baby finally comes out.
Yeah, she comes out. She's healthy. But she didn't cry the first time. She just sneezed. She was tired.
Even now she's tired.
She's tired. Hey, I'm out. I can't cry. I can't.
Okay.
And she didn't cry, and I loved my parent, the child part. She wasn't the noisy one.
And then now with you, like just maybe, do they give you the baby to hold?
Yeah, you have to breastfeed in the first 30 minutes.
Oh, first 30 minutes?
Yeah.
So how's that for you?
The first breastfeed, I was happy. I was really happy that I made it through, and my baby is healthy. She can suck. You know, when you give birth, sometimes the babies don't know how to, and it becomes hard. So I gave birth on Saturday at 2 a.m. in the morning, and on Sunday I was home.
What?
Yeah, I was home.
That's good, man. That's good, and such a blessing, because at least I think that's one of the best experiences somebody can have. Especially, you know how important it is for like just both parents to get to see like a grandchild.
Yeah,
because trust me, even like the baby dad is not there. Like this is our daughter and our grandchild.
My dad came at 8 a.m. in the morning. He didn't care if I would eat. He carried a thermos of milk, porridge. There was mukimo, and I was like, Dad, I can't even eat. I can't eat.
And where did your dad learn all this? Is he a doctor? What's his background? How come he's
he
just
was
so
working
caring?
for Serikali. He was he was drilling boreholes back in Turkana. Yeah.
And how comes he has like that, that loving, kind of like caring, nurturing side? Where does that come from, Ama?
I don't know.
Hey, man.
I loved him, and he was the first guy to take me outside.
Really?
While I was 9 years, I used to go outside. I grew up listening to Mukithi most of the time and Rumba.
I saw you playing something to do with like songs we used to listen to back in the days.
Yeah, those are the songs I grew up with. So
Really?
me partying right now, it's not a new thing. It's not a new thing.
No, I don't know if that's supposed to be a good thing or a bad thing.
That was the only time we could bond with my dad. Like we could sit, laugh, talk about anything. So after I got out of school, I had my ID. That was our only time we could bond, go outside and sit.
You can go for hikes.
No, my dad wasn't like that.
They're like, hey, no.
My dad was like, I need my 2 Tuskers. Kindly.
Like drinking and meat.
Yeah, and sit. My dad would drive
relax.
I'm from Meru. So my dad can drive even from Meru to Embu. We could be alone, me and him, just to go and chill. You know, my mom doesn't drink, so she would be like, I'll be home. I'll be waiting for you guys. Just go.
Yeah. That's good. So that, and I think that's so I hope like if even some of the people just understand when they listen to the podcast, and even you're saying like just a dad taking time to bond with a daughter, and you see like all those memories like to you till today, still remember from 9 years old.
Yeah, I do.
And you understand, okay, we'll get to like, your situation, but just to understand why I'm talking about it is like the impact that it's actually even left on you. When you're talking about your dad, so you've heard my podcast, you've seen how some people, when I bring up their dad, they just like, a useless person, I hate my dad.
No, I don't. I love mine.
No, but you've heard.
Yeah,
you've
I
heard,
listen.
like on my
I listen. I guess you see me like on your profile, like I'm always like this. Yeah.
So when I find somebody who has like such nice things to say about their dad, it's also like just for young people and even maybe young men, if like they get in a situation with a girl and maybe you get her pregnant, even if things don't work out, man, you at least make that effort because you understand like how it can take a toll on someone.
Yeah.
And even how somebody navigates and moves around in life depending on how their parent was present and what they used to like even just tell them.
Yeah.
What was like favorite songs that you guys probably listened to?
I listened to Wanganango. He's a Mukithi icon. And his sons, Salim Jr. and stuff. They were my favorite. Up to date. Both of them are dead. So I know all of them. The dad,
like
the
the
sons.
dad and the sons.
They are ladies too. They are the sons. I know all of them. I listen to the songs.
Wait, they're all dead?
No. Like the 2 sons.
The ones who were singing?
Salim Jr., Salim Mighty, and Wanganango. They used to be my best. And they passed away. There is... I can't name all of them. There are so many.
No, but I'm just asking in general the kind of songs. Wait, what do the songs talk about when you listen to the songs?
Mukithi songs, most of them were love songs. As in, I would listen to a love song in Mukithi than the normal one. I'm a Kenyan. I love Kenyan music. I'll say that. I'm a typical Kenyan music lover.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now, of course, now fast forward again. Now you're raising the kid. You still with the kid at your parents, or you moved to your place?
I started working when she was 6.5 months old.
6.5 months old?
Yeah, after the period, you're supposed to breastfeed exclusively for 6 months without. So after 6 months, I was like, I can go work and come back.
So what kind of jobs were you doing?
I was a brand ambassador for some brands. Yeah.
So still like just almost like the modeling gigs, right?
Yeah, I started as a brand ambassador, a brand promoter. And then after some time, I moved now to Nairobi. That's when I started being a model and an usher. So I was still in Meru.
Oh, this is in Meru?
Yeah, I was still in Meru.
What?
So there's a time my mom was crying and she was asking me, that was my first time to see my mom cry. And she was like, why are you doing that? did we tell you to get out of the house to look for money? I told her, Mom, I don't know what is on my plate or in future, but I need to be stable.
Yeah.
I was stable before I came back and I stepped back. So I need to have those small monies. Like you helped me buy the diapers, my clinics. But now I need to have extra cash. I don't know what life will offer me. I moved out of our parents' house. I rented a single room.
Why? Okay. But do you understand why your mom was crying?
Yeah, she didn't want me to go again.
No, but even more because she knows like even how your dad being around makes
No, they were
things
always
maybe.
there.
No, I'm just saying for your dad, she understands like how like your dad being around probably made things for her slightly easier. And she's saying like my child is now like outside already. She's not even getting time to rest. Because like how our old school parents used to be.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, just, you take care of the kid kwanza until when you feel like or you want, you can work.
They were always at my
But-
house every evening.
Really?
Yeah.
Of course she would cry.
No, she cried because I was going to work at 5:30 in the morning. Because I was working somewhere. I have to get to work by
And you
8
5:30,
a.m.
what are you going to do 5:30?
I live in Chogoria and I was doing a promo in Meru and it's far. And
so
I have
it's
to,
like traveling.
yeah, so I'll have to be there by 8 or else you won't get paid. So I'll have to wake up early.
So now next question, because I always talk about so many things so that people understand. And I think you understand like how I always try and dig deep. Whatever you can share, you share. Some that you can't, you don't
You
share.
just there.
But like even when you're waking up for such a gig, and I'm always trying to tell people just so that you understand, like when you see people hustling and even when they get into certain positions, just try and figure out like their story so that you know like, and yeah, this is just not by luck, right?
Yeah.
So when you're waking up to go and do such a job, how much are they paying you?
At the moment,
Yeah,
was-
that time.
it was 1,300 per day.
1,300 per day.
And
And
it was not every day. So it's
Maybe.
like over the weekend, like twice or thrice.
so every
3 days.
3 days, maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then how much is like the fare going back now home?
From Chogoria to Meru at the moment, it was 150.
So we can say, first of all, 300 is gone.
There's
You are
food.
left with like, do they provide food or no?
No.
Okay, so from the
You just
13,
meet at
you've said
the
1,300 or 1,500?
13.
Okay, so transport 300 has already gone.
Yeah.
And from 1,000, maybe food you'll eat for how much? You're cutting on cost.
You're cutting. So you
100.
kibanda. Yeah.
100 shillings, so it's 900.
So that's 400. Like you're using 400 like every day
Yeah.
for the weekend.
So you have like
900.
900 remaining,
Yeah.
which you can do now. A few things, like even just buy groceries.
Yeah, in the
you're
house.
Going home.
And the rent was not expensive back home. It was like 1,300 too.
1,300.
Yeah, single room. And then you get a bedsitter, a very good bedsitter. That was expensive at the moment, 2,500.
So we're now in
Meru.
what?
Oh.
So I can get like some girlfriends who can just pay rent. Just say like, hey.
But I don't know right now. I don't know right now. But
It's
at
like,
the
hey,
moment,
I'm
you could
paying
be a
rent to
baller.
come.
You could be a baller. At this a bedsitter, mama. A
Hey,
whole
we
one
take one.
bedroom.
Mhm.
A one bedroom was like 5,000. It's a big
What?
one. So you'll be like, mama,
And stay up, I'll take care of you.
yeah. But right
Okay.
now things are
And then when you're doing that, okay, and of course here you are, you have like, I don't know if I should call it pride, but you just want to do things for yourself.
Yeah.
Even though parents are there,
I want
you
to
want to.
I want to understand stability.
Mm,
You don't know what life offers.
yeah.
Because if I didn't get out of my father's house and he was retiring, so the other kids, they were older than me. So I was like, Mom, things might happen and I don't know how life will be like at the moment. So I want to have my own money when things happen. I don't
Yeah.
have to run back and forth and cry and I have a kid, nini. And when my dad heard about it, he was like, okay, but I don't know what you're doing though. He didn't know
Mm.
because he was always mad and going.
It's like, so now you.
Unaenda,
course,
where are you
course.
going?
And you still have to understand, even like when him is not happy seeing you going to work, or maybe your mom is crying, understand, like right now, if you see your own kid at some point waking up at 5:30 going to work?
I hope I will.
Oh, you want her to wake up at 5:30?
No, I hope I will see her do all that.
You
because
will?
I think she won't do it because I'll be stable enough to not let her do it.
Oh, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Okay. Okay, I see what you're doing. Yeah. Okay. But that's what I'm trying to say. It would be like concerning, of course, even for you, because you know what it means, like waking up those hours.
Very early,
It's not easy. It's not easy. Traveling back, food breaks, it's kidogo. You're not probably eating what you want to eat.
Actually, the painful part about that is having your breast full. You cannot even laugh.
Because you get drips. You drip or what?
So you have to wear a pad because the breasts are full. Yeah. And they are painful. You cannot even hug anyone.
Oh, those ones. I hear even somebody touches you. Even you if you touch yourself,
now,
you just...
when you go back now to breastfeed the kid in the evening, it's more painful. So that was the hardest part about me working at the moment. So I stopped going to Meru and then I moved to another agency in Chuka. Chuka was like 50 or 60 bob. So
much closer.
Yeah. And there was some times where there are brands in Chogoria. So there are times I wouldn't do all that. There are times I'm in an outlet and my mom, I would ask my mom, is she crying? Did she drink the milk? And she was like, no, she wants to breastfeed. Yeah. And I know at the moment I'm not working. I'll tell her, just come.
Oh, she brings the kid?
On my lunch break. So she will come, I'll go where I'm going to eat. I'm not going to eat, actually. Yeah. I'm going to breastfeed my kid and then I'll go back to work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, still, I respect that, by the way. I respect that. Okay, so a few years down the line, at what point do you move now to this side of Nairobi?
My baby daddy texted me and told me like, hi, you don't have to live so far away and you're working back there. So why don't we make it a family? You come and live in Nairobi. Hey, baby girl. Msichana alikuwa in love.
Oh, so wait, you packed?
I quit job to move to Nairobi. I was working for Nice and Lovely at the moment. I was their brand ambassador.
Those sides?
Yeah. And you know now in Meru, you're getting paid like 15K. So that's a lot of money for me.
That's good money. Yeah.
So imagine I quit to move into Nairobi. Now when I moved to Nairobi, we didn't even finish a month.
When you're coming to Nairobi, you're coming with a kid?
Yeah, I came with a kid and I've packed everything, but I didn't move out from my house.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the house was still there.
I didn't move out.
Okay.
I had that kind of 50-50. So I was like, I really want my kid to grow up in a one family. I don't want the hukuna huko. It's traumatizing. So me, I moved in. In a month, we were done. I was like, I don't want to do all this. And now I've listened.
Why were you done? Like, is there any specific situation? Because this is the first love of your life, right?
Let me say, I'm going to put it in one word. I've asked again, have you been with a pathological liar who is a narcissistic person?
Women lie to me all the time.
Yeah. So I was with that kind of a person who will lie to you, come lie to me, and then will use whatever you said against you to me, and then use whatever I said to you. So it's like back and forth. So I got to a point where I was like, hey, I can't be the one doing some of the bills here because the mother was paying his rent.
Wait.
Yeah. I'm the one taking the kid to the salon. I'm the one going to buy groceries at the moment. I have other ladies who will attest to that sometime if they ever listen to it.
So now, but I'm just trying, even if you love some, maybe I've never been that much in love, by the way. Because now, at times when I see people doing some things, because I even have friends who do some things and then I ask them like, yo, are you sure you're okay by the way? Because I don't even understand. When you don't see this person is not treating you right, they're not... Because, mpaka you look at your friend, you're like, I know you deserve better. Why are you in this situation?
I've been like that. I was like that. And then I was like, no, mama, you won't do it again. I drew the line on my daughter's birthday. Her second birthday, actually. So my G was like, we're supposed to go to TRM for the birthday. And I was like, that's nice. That's when I had gotten out of work. So I think he knew I had money.
He knew?
I think he knew because I just quit work. So we get there, he orders pizza. Like two. The combo that comes in Billy. And I'm like, our daughter doesn't love pizza. Why did you order that?
Oh, she doesn't like pizza?
No. And it was like, we can order fries. Like, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm.
My daughter gets the fries. I'm just chilling, me. And then I'm waiting for the bill, for the guy to pay for the bill. It's our daughter's birthday.
Mhm.
My nigga is looking at me like, you can sort this one, eh? I'll make it up to you. And because it was my daughter's birthday,
Yeah.
I was like, easy peasy. I paid. And that was the month that I was like, no.
Yeah. This
I'm
doesn't.
done. It doesn't work well. I went to work in Naivasha. I used
For like
to
a weekend or
No,
just you moved?
there was the rally. So I was working for this company, inaitwa it's the card company.
Mhm.
Used to sell those game cards.
Yeah.
Coolio, it's called Coolio.
Mhm.
So the lady, Washira, called me and she was like, I have a 3-day job for you. I've catered for your transport, for your food and a place to sleep. You only have to sell my cards. I was like, okay. It was like 1,500 per day.
Yeah.
So that's a good money and I'm
That's
not
good.
working.
Yeah.
I just quit another job.
Yeah.
I tell the guy, there is food here. I need to go to Naivasha. So the first thing he was like, me, I'm supposed to go with my friends to Naivasha. And I was like, oh, you really need to go and have fun. Me, I wanted to go and work and then I'll be back. And he was like, you can go.
Mhm.
The same day before I got to Naivasha, he had called his parents and he told the parents, Kate has left and she has gone to have fun in Naivasha and she has left me with the kid. So the mother calls me and I'm like, do you really think I would leave my kid to go and have fun? Do you really think I can do that? So the mother was like, I don't know. He just said it. I was like, it's all right. So I came back. You see how I left the utensils? They were the same way. So I asked him, what were you feeding the kid the time I wasn't around? Kid was talking at the moment, chips and Fanta.
So how old is the kid at that time?
2 years. I cried. While he was asleep, I cried. Yeah. It's a long story.
No. Yeah, but
I used to go to promos at the moment while he was in the house and he would be like, I left for fun.
But you're coming back with money.
And it's the money we will use because he doesn't have money. And then we are chilling. Someone sends something or you see the kid is playing with his phone and I'm sorry, something came up. I saw something. And then I would ask and I would find out he has another girlfriend. He's with me because I'm bipolar. And he's afraid I might lose my mind. So we are not together at moment. As in he's lying. He's been lying about it. So I saw it on the phone when the kid was playing. So I was like, I asked him, am I really bipolar? And why are we together actually? We're the same person.
The message was saying that you're bipolar.
He was telling the other lady. The lady who had bought him a laptop. So I was asking
do niggas get these women who just do things for them? Me, I'm not getting anything by then. I'm a nice guy. Imagine.
Nice guys don't get shit.
I swear. You see? I swear.
So I'm asking him because it's hurting to know you're lying about it and you're the person who asked me to move to Nairobi.
Are you bipolar though?
No.
Oh, okay. So he just came up with something, Nini.
A pathological liar will love a lie to everything.
Okay.
You might find
that
him
situation, at least with the other girlfriend, she doesn't take it badly.
No, because
it's like maybe he's taking care.
He's the kid. Yeah. So I was like, no, me, I won't do this anymore. I had the patience. Now I don't think I have it. And because I can work and I can live with my daughter, I'll do it. I moved back home.
To your parents?
No.
Or the other place now?
House.
In Meru?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got employed in a bar as the bar lady, not the waitress. I was the bar lady. And because I was living in a single room, I could not let my kids sleep there. And the salary from 15,000, I went back to around 8,000. That's in a bar. Okay. So my kid would be on my back while I'm working in the bar.
And loud music?
I was like, she has to because she cannot be there.
But see, mom
she was
and
still
dad.
She was still breastfeeding. She stopped breastfeeding a month to 3 years.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay.
So my mom was like, I would come sometimes and look out for you. My mom would come and she would be there. And there was a lady who was...
Where? At the bar?
No, at my house.
Okay.
There was a lady who was my neighbor and she had another kid. So my kid and that kid were friends. So when I'm not with a baby and they're in the house, my baby would be there the whole time.
Okay.
So that it was not a hard process sometimes. The times I'm with her is when they're not around and I cannot put her in the house alone. I don't know what will happen in the house alone, and it's a single room.
You can't leave a kid alone.
Alone, and she's 2 years and...
it's just too small by the
yeah,
to be
so
at home.
I moved from the 8,000. I risked. My friend, his name is Maury. He called me and he told me, I know you can manage a bar really nice. I'm opening a liquor store. I want you to be the manager. So I moved to Nairobi now, head first. I don't know where I'm going. I don't have a house. I don't know what I'm going. I'm just coming to work. I was getting paid like 14,000 at the moment. I move in. A friend had hosted me in Kawangware, and I was feeling like it's exhausting. Because you don't tell me you're getting from work at 5 or 6 p.m. and you're waiting for me at 12 or 11:30 p.m. to come and cook.
Is it a girl?
Yeah, and the boyfriend.
You cook for them?
Because I'm the one who will be left sleeping the whole day. So I'm the one to make food. So I told them, I woke up a day and I was so mad. And I was like, you guys, if you don't eat where you work, me, I eat where I work. I don't need to cook.
Were you contributing maybe?
Yeah.
So why do you need
so
to...
the only thing I used to do in the house is wake up, shower, leave.
Yeah.
Come back, sleep, wake up, shower. So I was telling them, I don't even need to eat. I'm always eating at work because I'm closing up a bit late. So I'll have to eat there and then I'll come and just sleep. So the first month I was like, I'm getting my first salary and I'll rent my first house. I got a bed sitter. It was 10,000. Okay. I'm getting paid 14,000.
Yeah.
And I have to do it because the kid is with my mom at the moment. So I needed her to move in with me back here.
So you need to
have
save up, at least have a place.
A house. So I paid the rent. Working in a liquor store, you have the tips, nini. So I had enough money. So I went back home. I moved everything. Not to my bed sitter.
The stuff that you had left in the other place.
Yeah, so I was paying the other house over there actually because it has my stuff. So I moved everything to Nairobi and with my daughter. Yeah. So that's how I started living in Jamhuri.
I think is that because I remember I can't remember if during COVID you could post the kid or not. But I remember there's a time you post, but you don't post nowadays.
I don't because I don't have her at the moment.
Okay, we'll get to that.
Yeah, so I used to work at the liquor store. So my kid would be playing the whole day. And in the evening, she would go to my friend. Her name is Emmat. Emmat Sese. They were like this.
Friends.
There's a time she picked her, Emmat picked Aviana. Her name is Aviana, my daughter. She didn't even let me know she has Aviana.
Well, how do you spell Aviana?
A-V-I.
A-V-I.
Aviana.
Like this?
No.
This is A.
A-V-I-A-N-A.
Oh, okay.
So she picked her. She didn't tell me. So I got to, there's a boy my daughter used to play with. They were like friends. In the morning, the boy will come over with his breakfast. My daughter will move out with hers and go over there. So I go over to the home of the boy. I'm like, where is Aviana? Ati, don't you know? Sisi picked her. At the moment, I didn't know Emma was called Sisi. I'm like, Sisi? Who is Sisi? I go to Bodega. It's a supermarket in Jamhuri. I'm like, since you know everyone here, who is Sisi? Ati, you don't even know your friend? I'm like, Emmat.
Yeah.
So Emmat is at home with my daughter chilling. And I'm here going crazy. Because I think my daughter has gone, has been stolen. So I go home and I find my daughter is watching a movie. I'm like, hi, mom. Hi, mom.
Relaxed.
Bye. I was like, okay, all right. And that's how it was for the time. Until I moved to Thika Road to another liquor store because the other one was closed down.
Okay.
So I moved to another liquor store in USIU area. And my daughter was 3 years old. So I moved her back home.
Now I want to ask you a question even before we proceed from there. When you're doing all these other 2 side gigs and jobs, are you still thinking about like applying for the air
Yeah.
hostess thing?
Yeah.
Are you trying anything?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I was doing it because I'm working at a liquor store, and it's a everyday job.
Yeah.
And then I would have to borrow an off day to go and do another gig because it has more money.
Yeah.
So I used to do things to make sure
Mm-hmm.
I have the stability of having my daughter in a very nice place. By the time I'm quitting working all over here, I love the stability of her being in a good school and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So she's back at home. She has started a play group.
Mm-hmm.
So I picked her again. I brought her now to USIU. I took her to school because I was still doing the most and my dad was doing it. So I was like, she can stay with me.
Yeah.
So she went to school over there.
So it's like half day or full day school?
For play group, it's
play group.
It's
okay.
half. So I moved her out there. I brought her to another school. It's called Tagis. It was in Maroroi because that was the nearest.
Mm-hmm.
And the budget was friendly for me. The other one I wanted her to go to, the budget was like 25K, and I knew I couldn't afford it at the moment.
The 25K is for how long now?
It's a term, and that's a play group.
So that's 3 months, or?
Yeah. I knew I couldn't afford it with my rent and stuff. So I knew I couldn't.
What does it entail though?
That's the school. That's the school
playing,
structure.
they have like
food, the bus, nini.
Plus the bus
because
included as well.
It was a bit far.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, because I know I cannot afford that and I won't strain myself for that.
Yeah.
I'll take her to another one. At the moment I could afford like 15 with my rent paid and stuff. So,
and we'll continue from there, right? So don't forget where we are, Senor.
I can't.
So when you're doing all these things, and